Comedy?
Well, it used to be. I'm talking. I love comedy. I still love doing stand-up, but it used to be blowing rails and groupies and this and that. And now comedy's very like. I don't know. It's tamer.
It's like a professional.
It's professional.
You mean it's like a workplace.
Well, because before you didn't have to do the social media cum-guzzling shit all day with I got my story, here's the ticket link, here's me on a tour, I'm fat, I'm gay, here we go, all day long, branding. You didn't have to do that before. Before you just wrote jokes, told jokes, party. And now it's like, got to get on Facebook, got to promote, got to tag this, got to do things with friends, got to start a podcast. It's so much. Got to have a web series. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a job.
It's a job now.
It's a job, Mark. I don't
know.
know.
It sucks. It used to not be a job.
But look at the impact comedy's having now as well. Like,
that's true.
It's booming now.
Booming.
So you got to give some sort of credit there.
You're right. Everything has a give and a take. Like comedy's bigger than it's ever been. But it's also kind of censored again a little bit. I mean, you can still do what you want, but, it's weird now. The thing that kills me is I don't mind the people getting offended and all that. They're allowed to be offended. But to me, it's the other comics coming after comics. That really stung.
Yeah. When you hear, are you talking about like Louis C.K.'s incident?
Well, see, that's a whole nother bag of hammers. But, like, I'm just saying... Like a comic says this, and then another comic be like, "Hey, that's inappropriate." And you're like, "What are you doing? Come on!"
Yeah, I'm into the belief that like comedy is a language that like comedians can speak.
Yeah,
and like we just have a rapport that I feel like outside of comedy, people just don't have a context for.
Right.
So like anytime a comedian says something, I'm not like, "Oh, how dare you?" I'm like, "Oh, they're a comedian, just trying to talk the language."
Yeah,
like,
I mean, how many comics have said horrible things about like men or whatever, and then she comes off stage and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" Because you're in the green room now. You're back to reality. These are all jokes. But I have a theory, and so tell me if I'm talking too much.
Dude, this is your show, Mark.
All right, I just had a cup of coffee. I'm gay, so
that's your ultimate out. You always just say, "I'm gay."
Yeah. Which is funny because whenever gay guys get, gay guys, you always hear about them getting beat up for being gay. I've always gotten out of fights by saying I'm gay. Like, "Hey, did you just touch my girlfriend's ass?" I'm like, "I'm gay," and they're like, "Oh, all right. Thought I was gonna have to beat your ass for a minute." So
your theory.
What was my point?
We were talking about comedians offending, and you had a theory.
Oh, I got it back. All right, thank you. So I think everything is so phony now. Like the news, everything is fake on the news. Every quote, every platitude, big is beautiful, but then you still go to the gym. So you're like, which one is it, So everything is all just like feelings-based and got to be nice and all that. So I think comedy, the whole point of comedy, the whole funny thing about it is it's true. You go, "Oh, it's funny because it's true," or that's so relatable. I feel the same way. So comedy's like the last place you can tell the truth. You can't tell the truth on the news now. The news is gone. Journalism is horrific. So like now they're going to come after it because they're like, "Damn it. We've kind of these people are like, hey, we've stifled everything. We've stomped everything out true-wise, but comedy, they're still doing it." So I think people are A, going towards it, which is why it's so popular, and B, coming after it angrily because it's true. So a lot of it is true.
Yeah. Do you see a solution or a resolve?
I think you just got to keep doing it because we used to go, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. Let me retract my statement." Now just go. Just don't apologize. Just keep going. And I'm not saying say horrible things. If you're some alt-right weirdo, get out of here. If you're some white guy who's just like, "Why can't I say the N-word?" You're like, "All right, you're bad news." But like, if you're just being funny and it's a good point, that's comedy. Get over it.
I think the key point there is funny.
Yes,
it has to be funny.
Yes, exactly, and that goes on all fronts. If you're gonna shit on Trump, go nuts, but it's got to be funny. Don't just go, "He sucks," and everybody claps. That's not. Rape is bad. Racism is evil. Yeah, no shit. That's easy. That's agreeance. That's not stand up. That's not comedy.
It's spoken word.
Spoken word.
It's just poetry. If there aren't laughs. That's what I don't care. As long as it gets a laugh, then kudos for finding that laugh.
Here. Agreed. Even if it's the most horrible dead baby, school shooting, pedophilia, AIDS, rape, cancer. If it's funny, it's funny. Because you always hear, "Oh, you can't do rape jokes." But I have a joke in my act where I get raped. Kills. So it's like, oh, so you're against rape jokes. But if I get raped, it's okay. Well, what about me?
Well, you said that in our last interview we did on here. You had a quote when you had worked with Louis C.K. and he said to make your jokes personal. So instead of saying hangovers are like this, you go, I was hungover.
Wow, you remember it. Good memory.
I do remember that. Because that's like one of those gems. You're like, oh, yeah, just flip it onto yourself.
Always flip it, yeah. I had a joke years ago about how
high breath.